What is up, everybody? Versus TV today. So let's talk about PlayStation and their recent implementation of these game trials they have right now, which I think is a pretty cool idea because long and gone is the day of game demos where we get to like just try out like at least a portion of the game and see how it is and see if you want to buy the game or not. So now PlayStation is doing this thing. You get to try out like certain games. So far, it's only two: Death Stranding Director's Cut and Sackboy Big Adventure. You get to play Death Stranding for 6 hours and Sackboy for 5 hours. Then I guess the trial and your trial service ends, and that's all you get for that game. But I think this is a pretty great idea because it's like a lot of games right now you can't. It's like you can't. There's like no demos whatsoever. All you can go by is what you see in trailers, and that's that. That's pretty much all you get. And decide if you want to buy the game for full price, a full $60 or $70 or not. And then if you don't like the game, you're screwed out of $60 or $70. So that's definitely a thing I don't like about the most recent generation, as the game demos are practically gone like we had in previous generations. But yeah, I think this is a pretty cool idea. Definitely a big W for Sony for this one. Even though services like Game Pass kind of was kind of like the version of playing. I guess you could try it out for not actually paying full price, which the Game Pass used a lot for. I remember when we even had a store called what was it, Game Crazy? If you remember that store from around my age, it was like connected to the Hollywood video rental store. And you used to go on Game Crazy to try a game out for you used to just go in their store and try the game out off the shelf, and they could let you play it for like 30 minutes if you wanted to buy the game or not. Um, so I used to miss stores like that, those the good old days. But now it's like really don't got too much to try out games. You just gotta just hope and pray that your game that you spent $6 or $7 is actually good and you don't dislike it. So I think that's a pretty cool idea. That's what people in the comment section are saying down below. I remember on PS3 when you could trial loads of games. Never understood why they removed that. Hopefully this is coming back now. If your game isn't great, it usually discourages people from buying it at all. Problem is that the trial starts from the moment you click download. I end up putting it on download overnight to find that my trial expired when I tried to play it the next morning. Sony definitely messed up with that strange restriction. Uh, it says in the mail that as soon as you start, you click download, but I agree it should be when you fire it up. Cool to see the concept EA has pushed start rolling out more. Love the ability to try before buying. Let's not credit EA with this. Trials have been around for decades and the PS3 had them. It definitely is not a new idea. Certainly isn't something that EA came up with. So people that say this is around during the PS3 generation, I don't remember this was around the PS3 generation. I don't remember that, but okay. Let's see. FYI, the trial timer is real time and not in game time. Yeah, I don't like that. Then that's like okay, so they kind of got a W, but now it's kind of an L because why would you do it like in real time? You got a real time to like 6 hours to download the game and play it to try it out. I don't know. It doesn't make any sense because it might take a lot longer for some people to download the game in 6 hours. You got really terrible internet, so I don't. Yeah, like he says, of course, Sony finds a way to screw the hell up. Yeah, you kind of got a W. You kind of took a step forward, but you kind of took two steps back with this one. Like it kind of doesn't make sense to me now. Why would you do that? I'm old enough to remember trial/demos have been given away on the cover of magazines. It's taken away too long to make this type of thing available on digital. Yeah, I don't know. Like we should definitely get more game demos or trials now than ever before. Unless you have pretty high internet speed, this feature doesn't make sense for a lot of people, like me who has slow internet connection. Just stupid that it starts right after downloading. Who on earth thought that was a good idea? It was just implemented, bro. Calm down. Honestly, they'll change it. It isn't the same as what Xbox been doing for ages with free play games. This is super cool to get people to experience if a game is for them or not at no cost. It's pretty cool. I've been eyeing up both Death Stranding and Sackboy, so I'll have to try them now. That is not long to get into Death Stranding. That's the point I expect, long enough to hook you, then to purchase it. This is an incredible idea. It's even better than demos, but have become far and few. I know the purpose of trials to offer post-game launch rather than pre-game launch. This is great, but they need to reduce the time a bit and make the timer only count when it's in a game. I agree with that. Should be like the trials on EA Play. Starts when you play the game and pauses time when you close it. That makes a lot of sense. Let's see. Death Stranding is something I would try in a trial. I said for years they need to bring this trials back. We had them during the PS3 era, and it was great. So apparently this was during the PS3 era. I must have just, I don't know, because I had a PS3 when that PS3 was hot, the hot system. I don't remember this feature whatsoever. So apparently this is news to me. Speedrunners absolutely loving this idea. Let's see. Cool. Hope they drop a trial for Demon Souls. Interested in checking it out, but not interested enough to drop the coin without a test drive. Same for Returnal. Yeah, if they had a trial for Returnal, I would definitely try the trial before I'd rather spend the money on that one to see if that's something I want to buy. I really hope that Sony will use it for streaming technology, and so we can all try all games in the store before buying. Let's see. See the quote tweets. I personally play too many games for this feature to really apply to me, but I like this idea. But I also see the pros and cons to it. Okay. So this guy says it's fire. This makes me feel old. Game trials were called demo discs, and we used to get them every month in magazines. If anybody remembers, they offered this on the PS3. If you have PlayStation Plus, they literally did it with every game. It's cool to see it making a comeback. Finally, they announced a demo for every game on the store with PS5, and it was one of my most anticipated features. Keep in mind, though, that 6 hours in Death Stranding will get you nowhere, and you're probably not going to like it. Okay. PS Plus uses this for 1 or 2 hours back on the PS3. Glad to see us back. Expect for the biggest issue. Expect for the biggest issue. This has that your times with the game starts the second you download it. So if you have crap internet that takes 5 hours to download a game, you're effed. You can't play it. The timer should start the second you boot up the game. Yeah, definitely a big flaw with this whole idea here. So hopefully they fix that. It's like hopefully there's like a simple patch to fix. But yeah, that's just they definitely are sticking with this whole you get your timer starts when you download the game. That's a terrible idea. They need to fix that instantly. I wish I can get to play Deathloop here just because like nobody can come up on a conclusion on how bad or good that game is. Okay. Demos but with a different name is where the industry is headed towards. Okay. I hope it's part of a sub-service. Free trials for all will be a great move. Hope it isn't part of a sub-service. Okay. If only there was a paid service that lets you download and play the entire game, and if you like enough to add it to your personal library, you can buy it discounted. If only there was a service. He has Game Pass, okay. I was like, yeah. I mean, it's kind of perks of Game Pass. You get to play these great games just added to the service, and if you like you said, if you like it enough, you get to keep it for permanently. You can just buy it with a discount. Let's see. So I'm concluding right here. Like, there's really too much. Not just. I mean, there's some good and some bad to it. Like Sony kind of screwed the pooch with the whole the timer that goes down so you just download the game. So I don't know why they did that. That didn't make any sense to me. But it's a great step forward, and it's a step forward in a great direction. I'm trying to say it's like they're doing the right thing, but they kind of ruining it at the same time too. So hopefully they can just make a patch and make it's only when you the time only starts when you actually start the game up. So I'm gonna conclude it right here. Definitely see your thoughts down below. Leave a like if you like this video. As always, thanks for watching and peace.